Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another Westside Wild Boy 22 video. Today's episode, we will be looking at alien to human communication. How are we going to talk to aliens when we meet them? How are we going to know their intelligent life? Find out in my Life Beyond module project for astronomy class. So, what do I classify intelligence as? Well, I'd say intelligence is written language, historical records, and rational doctrine. These rational doctrines could be anything from a tablet, like the ones Moses found, to being the Constitution or the rights of man and citizen, right? The French. Anyway, so this is our machine. We call it the alien to human, and it can convert alien communications into human language. So basically, this works as a touchpad, and this touchpad is highly customizable. So using this touchpad, you can emit a certain wavelength of light. You can also emit a frequency of sound, and you can also create a topological landscape that provides a texture to the surface of the button. So this button can basically become a light, a speaker, and a map, all at the same time. Right, so when you're speaking an alien language, it's going to be really difficult to communicate what you're saying. So what we're using are quantum nanomaterials, which are going to allow us to speak to this alien. So if we want to learn how we can speak to intelligent life, we need to start thinking about how we can talk to different metrics of energy throughout our universe. So when we start talking about metrics of energy, it's important for us to realize that energy is something that's a part of all matter in our physical universe. E equals mc squared. So energy directly relates to matter, and it also directly relates to the electromagnetic spectrum. So electromagnetic radiation is also energy, and different levels of this energy create different frequencies. These different frequencies can emit different colors. They can be used to look at different spectroscopies of light. So you can use them in the infrared. You can use them for X-rays. You can use these for radio waves. You can use these to decode and encode information. So this is a type of energy that is very possible that a alien intelligent species is capable of communicating via photonic rays, via geometric and physical optics. And so this interpretation of energy is something that will be important to include in our discussion with the aliens about their intelligent life, right? We also, along with light energy, have sound energy, and sound energy, although different than light energy, behaves very similarly. And light waves and sound waves both follow basic wave phenomenon, and both have a phenomenon known as diffraction, where single packets of energy can interfere with themselves. So this allows sound waves to also encode information via these acoustic profiles. That's what the sound you're hearing is different changes in the pressure through the air. Okay, so how do we also include not only the lasers, the speakers, right? We have also the topology that's going to be changing. So we talked about being able to have a material that could change shape. Well, that's exactly what topology changing materials are. So we can do that with lasers, as you can see in this photo. And we can also do that using acoustic waves. We can change the shape of materials. So if we can use this for technology, we can basically be able to communicate with aliens using radio waves, using light rays, using acoustic rays, and using topology, which is textures and shapes. And I would talk to them about their religious experiences, and I would talk to them about their documents like the Constitution, what governs their societies, and why do they want their societies to continue to live. That's what's important to me.